Hey there, Western Washington. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz, taking a deeper dive into your Sunday morning forecast. Hopefully you're enjoying the weekend so far. We have big changes up ahead. Some of you waking up to some showers. We've had some steady rain over the north coast, the northern Olympic Peninsula, as well as portions of the north interior. Yes, we have a front moving in. Eventually it's just going to dissipate over the region essentially, but all of us have slight chances at least. And I mean all of us on this side of the Olympics. I'll show you what I mean coming up. But then we have another system moving in Tuesday. It's really going to be weak, not a lot with it, but still shower chances as we wrap up July. Near normal temperatures this week. Today's going to be the coolest day, and later in the week we'll likely have our warmest day. So here's a look at the big picture. You're looking at the satellite, and we have low clouds moving in as this front gets a little closer. Some sprinkles within some of these low clouds, but the steady rain is really offshore and then over the central and north coast through the strait and over the islands. Vancouver Island getting the brunt of it. So including today and then through Tuesday evening, these are some of the estimated rain totals, and obviously you can see where the heaviest rain will fall, which is no surprise being on the western side of the Olympics, but you see over the northern coast close to 1 inch of rain. Meanwhile, east of the Olympics, only maybe 1/10 of an inch. And again, this is today and Tuesday's rain. Let's talk about where we are in terms of our rain totals so far. We are below normal for our year-to-date deficit here in Seattle. July, just about 4/10 of an inch so far. That doesn't include any rain today, but our wettest month and above normal was March, the only month this year that we've had above normal rainfall. July's typically our driest month anyway, but we're likely going to wrap up the month with little to no measurable rain. Again, you saw the one model showing the potential for about 1/10 of an inch, but here's some interesting facts about our July measurable rain from the National Weather Service here in Seattle. So the last measurable rain on July 27th, which is Monday, was back in 2001. We're not expecting any measurable rain then, but then the last measurable rain on July 28th, which is Tuesday, and again, the next chance for any showers, 2002. And then going forward into July 29th and then July 31st, measurable rain on record, so 81 years of records, 5 times on both of those dates. Again, over 81 years. So that just shows how dry July tends to be. And then we slowly start to get closer and closer to the wetter months. But after today, after Tuesday, keeping rain chances out of the forecast, tomorrow the best chance for rain will be confined to the coast. And again, I'll show you on the Futurecast. About 78, which is near normal. 79 is our average high this time of year in Seattle. But then by the end of the week, mostly sunny, likely going to have ridging build, but then next weekend, still some uncertainties, the first weekend of August, on just what our weather pattern will be. Will we be more influenced by a ridge, or will we have troughing again? That's still to be determined, but we'll keep you posted. But for now, it looks as though temperatures will still be in the 70s, maybe a slight cool down before we warm up again. Let's take you outside where we have smoky skies in Lake Chelan. You see that there. So smoky sunshine, Hurricane Ridge, and pretty much everywhere we have a good bit of cloud cover except for Paradise right now, seeing blue sky above all of these low clouds. And you can see just that from our Columbia Center tower cam. This is just the best part of our Sunday, maybe the best for the week. The Jimothy celebration, which it's the proclamation and art competition in Ballard at noon today. I would bring maybe a rain jacket just in case you get caught under any sprinkles or any of your costumes, but even then we'll stay mostly dry through the afternoon, topping out in the low and mid 70s. So as you're celebrating Jimothy on this Sunday. And highs today mid and upper 60s up north, along the coast low and mid 60s. Going to be blustery as well. Tomorrow we'll kick things off with clouds, low clouds here in Seattle, and then temperatures will start to warm once we start to get that clearing by the afternoon as we get brief and very weak ridging and high pressure building. That will help dry us out, clear us out, at least for a day, and then it's going to weaken, allowing that next system to move in. But temperatures are going to be closer to normal, if not right at normal, in the mid and upper 70s to about 80. The exception will be the coast. Let's talk about the timing. So here's what's going on. The Futurecast has actually been pretty spot on with the rain coverage this morning. But by the afternoon, you see some of that rain shadowing going on over the northeastern Olympics and the northeastern side of the Olympic Peninsula. Here's the early afternoon. You see potentially some showers generally north of Everett and then to the west of us over the Olympic Peninsula. As this rain starts to move to the east, again, a lot of that moisture is going to be absorbed by the Olympics. And then we still have the potential for spotty showers later this afternoon, evening. But you see rain coverage becomes very, very spotty. Through tonight, we'll see, again, mostly cloudy skies, some breaks, but then the best chance for showers overnight and tomorrow will be along the immediate coast, whereas interior areas will see that clearing. Then we get to Tuesday. This is the next system. Very, very weak, not as much in the way of widespread rain, but maybe a few pockets of heavier rain along the coast. Tuesday morning, we could have some light showers for interior areas, but then as it progresses east, not a lot, if any, moisture with it by then. You see how only isolated showers remain. And then we're drying out once again. Wednesday, kicking things off with clouds, followed by afternoon sun, and then gradual warming. Overnight temperatures will be in the low and mid 50s. Now, beyond the 7-day forecast, and take this with a grain of salt because we have to see what our weather pattern ends up being. But this particular model is showing that cool down over the weekend, maybe a few showers, if not maybe more in the way of cloud cover. But then as we head into the first full week of August, temperatures may jump back up into the 80s.